I actually wrote, and like the best way I could sum up what I'm looking for. Detailed and experienced coaching, a player supportive ownership, just honest culture setting, men leading head coach with a goal and a standard he holds everybody to. A team that wants to win and has players with like-mindedness about the team's goals and standards, leaders that want to lead and set examples by action, not by their word. I think that in itself is, what I'm really looking for. Not necessarily saying that it's not at the Dolphins,
right?
But in general, that's like my mindset for what I want.
Safety Jevon Holland, who is not being franchise tagged by the Dolphins. I like. All right, this is all the things I want. Not that that's not the Dolphins, but
yeah, he's kind of saying it's not the Dolphins.
It is a good look into a football player. It's free agency, Joe, and we all think, oh, guys, he's going to go hit the market and get a lot of money. He didn't just want a chance to win. He's talking about every single element of it.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing where you call friends that are on different teams and say, what's it like there? Is it this? Is it this? And as he's laying out that whole list of things, I'm reminded of a few things that Bills players say about playing here. One, they let you be yourself. That's a common refrain. And the other is they want you to be the best version of yourself. A lot of teams might say that. I think the Bills have a lot of positive reviews from their own players in both those departments.
And I think all of those checks that he just went down, the Bills check each box, right?
Okay.
Detailed and experienced coaching, check.
Yeah.
Honest culture, check. Men leading HC is the tweet summary I'm looking at.
A leader of men? Sure.
Leader of men.
I think McDermott gets credit for that, sure.
Team that wants to win.
Yeah.
Check. You would take that seriously here. Leaders that want to lead and set examples by actions, not by their word.
Okay.
Check. Right.
The Bills only have 2 captains. I wonder if they'll go back to more this year, right?
Sure.
This year in transition was down from 8 down to Allen and Bernard.
Allen's going to give a guy like that, though, all he needs, isn't he? Like, I don't need 7 guys that are going to fit that. If Josh Allen fits that description, then a guy that has that as a requirement is going to check that box, I think. Just on Josh Allen. I would think.
Okay.
All right, do we want him?
Jevon Holland?
Sounds like he'd be, he fits, the Bills fit his parameters.
Well, if we're going to talk about Jevon Holland as the free agent idea of the day, we got to hit the fancy open we made for it.
He was not our free agent idea of the day,
we want to do him? Well, here it comes, free agent idea of the day.
And now, the free agent idea of the day.
I'm out there, Jerry, and I'm loving every minute of it.
61 a quarter, 61 a quarter, one a hand, a minute on Sunday, final minute, a minute, a minute on Sunday, final minute, on Sunday, final minute, a minute, one a half, a minute on Sunday, final.
It's just a reason to play this auctioneer guy.
That's all it is.
What's his name?
Wade Leist.
Wade Leist. Who doesn't love Wade Leist? All-time auctioneer. So, do you want to do Jevon Holland?
He's 24.
All right, there it is. We're doing Jevon Holland.
Let's do it. He's from Canada.
Points? Where in Canada?
British Columbia.
Okay, maybe not. Not that it's bad to be from British Columbia. I feel like you're not exactly... you are closer to home.
Future Olympian by that standard, right? Isn't he going to be on Team Canada at the flag football?
Okay.
If there's NFL players. He is... Didn't you have this yesterday? PFF... He's, by the way, like from Vancouver, basically.
Okay. He's a guy that had a couple injuries.
Down year.
Yeah. His PFF grades have not been great lately.
Okay.
But he is better in coverage than most of the Bills' secondary.
Does he, though... Do they even care about this? McDermott saying yesterday, Cole Bishop will have the opportunity to compete for a starting job. I kind of feel like Holland, if you sign him, there is no compete.
I agree with that.
But you might say I don't care about that.
So,
like, just I don't need. You know what? We said it, but whatever. We're not. Bishop doesn't have a spot to compete for. Whatever. We signed Jevon Holland.
Jevon Holland. The thing about him. So market value. I've got Spot Trek puts him at about 15 a year. PFF puts him at 19 a year average.
Okay.
It's a big contract. Here's the thing about him. If you just want to do PFF grade, there's a lot of ways to look at this. And again, like, would he fit the kind of safety the Bills want? Last year, Joe, PFF ranked him as the 3rd best safety in the sport.
Last year?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2023, he was safety number 3. This year, he dropped to 56. So, I mean, with Vic Fangio, who was in Miami 2 years ago,
By 2 years ago, where are we in the NFL calendar? Is 2 years ago 2023 or 2022?
2023.
2023, because that's Fangio.
Okay.
All right.
So
he was the third best safety that year.
Yeah.
By the way, his nickname on Pro Football Reference is Snowman.
Ooh, taken.
Well, not really.
That's right. We got the Snowman.
We got the Snowman. Can we have the Snowman and the Snowman?
His nickname is the Snowman?
That's what it says.
Based on what?
I'll find it.
He's from Canada.
So far, we're checking these boxes. He's from Canada. He goes by the Snowman.
Yeah. There's a 22-second TikTok on where it originated from, so I'll watch that in the break for you if you want. There are T-shirts, though, with like him on it. It says Snowman below.
Well, listen, just like you don't draft a tight end without telling your other tight end, you don't sign the Snowman without talking to the Snowman.
Okay, so
we got to make sure Deion Dawkins is on board with this.
So Snowman is because his jersey number being number 8.
Okay.
Aligned as the, yeah. Is that it? It's just because he wears the number 8?
It's not bad.
There's got to be more to it than that. How much again was the contract?
Between 15 and 19, according to, Spotrac had it at 15. PFF put it at 18. Current number 8 is Sam Martin. I don't think you're going to keep that number, Sammy.
Yeah, but this guy's got a nickname for it.
Yeah.
And he's going to get a big contract. Give him some money for it. I'm going to be honest. I have no interest in paying a safety $15 to $19 million a year.
And the Bills
that sounds
usually
nuts to me.
Don't have that interest either.
Yeah. What's the most they even end ever paid Poyer or Hyde? Were those two ever... They gave them new deals, didn't they? But were they ever like the highest paid safety in the league?
So Hyde made about 10, and before that made 6. Again, the salary cap going up. You have to factor that in here.
Right.
Taylor Rapp makes a little chunk, nothing crazy.
See if I can find this by year.
Hyde made about $9 million. Rapp right now, his average annual value is 3.
Okay.
You're not wrong to say they don't pay their safeties money. And Holland would be a big, big deviation from that if they were to get him in free agency.
Poyer in 2020 was the 13th highest paid safety in the league on cash. Hyde was then the next year 10th. That might be the highest.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm looking. I don't know if there was ever a year where one of those safeties, that's on cash spent, not cap, was ever inside the top 10. Yeah. So they've never given out like guys, biggest safety contract in the league.
Where have they paid the big money? Receiver,
defensive end,
just
with Vaughn, I guess.
Offensive line, center, quarterback,
yeah. The highest paid safety in the league right now is $21 million. By the way, Antoine Winfield. So you'd be making Holland like the second highest paid safety. In the league.
Paid it at corner. They paid Trey White. Like, it's a big money position.
Yep.
Like, if we're looking at the positions they have gone in all the way on versus avoided, they have not paid big on guard.
No, not at all.
Connor McGovern, but then they moved him to center. But McGovern's decent.
Sure, right.
They've not paid big at safety.
No.
They've not. Modestly.
Like,
sure,
again,
modestly.
like Hyde and Poyer were on fine contracts, but it just wasn't like break the bank, top of the market.
Yeah.
They paid tight end a lot.
They did.
Paid tight end a lot.
They've not paid running back.
Didn't they pay Tyler Kroft a lot of money too before that even? Right, running back, they've never done it.
Nope, not yet.
But what the league changes, the cap changes, or how important are their tendencies? Just because they haven't given a safety a big contract, would they not give Jevon Holland one if they wanted him badly? But still, I don't know. That's a ton for a safety.
It's also worth pointing out, these years, they don't happen in a vacuum, not just from the cap going up, but if you have a very weak free agent class and there are no avenues to actually get better, all of a sudden that one player that might be coveted by 5 teams, we don't have a plan B. We don't have a plan C. We don't like the draft class. So he's about to get paid a lot more based on that. That could be one thing that keeps Cook's value down is, from what I read, I was reading Mina Kimes talk about how the running back class, there's a bunch of explosive ideas in the running back class that could help a lot of teams. So, it's all part of the fabric of free agency and all. All right, free agent idea of the day, Jevon Holland, in the books.
All right,
done.
I'm a no.
You're a no.
I'm no.
I just think it's unlikely. And I think they would pursue the position, but if it's like $15 million a year, I just don't think they would do it.
Wouldn't that be stunning?
It would be. I'd be surprised.
If they want a free agency, there it is. The Bills have paid him 5 years.
Yeah, I mean,
what's that number going to be?
Last year they paid Mike Edwards $1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Rapp is a success story to a point. Like they paid Rapp less than $2 million and then brought him back for $3.5 million for 10 years.
Sure.
So I feel like McDermott thinks he can get it done, but maybe this year spooked him. This year they were bad back there.
Yeah.
803-0550, free agent idea of the day. We'll do another one tomorrow. Maybe Calais Campbell. He was supposed to be today.
Well, the first name you mentioned was Trey Lance.
Trey Lance expected to hit free agency. Yeah.
Poor Trey Lance. He started like 7 football games in his career.
Made a lot of money.
He did. What's the first round rookie stuff? He got like probably $20 million or something. But he was very bad last year in the one game he got in. So